Since UFC 1, or even before that, with the first Pancrase event, the debate surrounding the greatest fighter in MMA history has been a contentious one. From the technical fighters of the early days, such as Royce Gracie, Joe Rogan, and Ken Shamrock, to the more complete fighters of subsequent generations. Many have graced the octagon and ring and created legacies for future fighters to aspire to. This video is not about them, however. This video will settle the debate surrounding the greatest to ever do it.
Great fighter gets thrown around a lot, and there are levels of great fighters, but the highest level of mixed martial arts fighter the world has ever seen exists right now, and it exists embodied in one man.
Born on August 11, 1986 in the Russian city of Gorky, the father of MMA was born to a virgin mother who raised him for half a year. After she refused to breastfeed him for 6 months straight, Artem was left with no choice but to leave home and head for Ireland.
You want to give your baby the best. I wasn't breastfed and I grew up okay.
Artem turned out more than okay. He was raised by Irish gypsies until the age of 18. During those days, he spent most of his time training and defending his family from rival gypsy gangs. After eventually leaving Ireland, Artem was determined to make something of himself and pursued a higher education.
I went on fucking Google. I nearly got a fucking dermatology degree by the end of it, and I Googled everything.
Unfortunately, he never completed that dermatology degree at Google. After his failed educational pursuits, Dr. Lobov was sure to rise from the ashes. 21 years of age, and faced with a new opportunity that would put his childhood training to the test, he made his professional mixed martial arts debut with the European promotion Cage Warriors in November of 2010. Despite having the reach of a newly hatched T-Rex, Artem Lobov held his own and earned a legendary 11-10-1 record prior to his appearance on The Ultimate Fighter. He would later continue his prestigious career in the UFC. It was very clear early into his UFC reign of terror that he was indeed a special fighter. His influence on the fight game was evident with the success of his apprentice Conor McGregor. In this fight, Conor is clearly seen utilizing Artem's patented hammer fist to finish Aldo. Before long, the name Artem Lobov was thrown into the discussion concerning the greatest martial artist of all time. When discussing the GOAT, the casuals are quick to mention the likes of John Jones, Demetrius Johnson, and GSP, but they often overlook their glaring faults. John Jones is unable to win a single fight without using some kind of steroid. Mighty Mouse has fought his entire career in 2 weight divisions that lack any real competition. And GSP is Canadian. Objectively, we can look at the opponents they each have faced and compare them to the Russian Hammer. From here, we can clearly see who is the superior fighter. One cannot argue with cold hard facts. Needless to say, Artem, the GOAT Lobov, has cemented his legendary status in the UFC. 28 fighters have tried to dethrone the GOAT, but only 14 have succeeded.
You can't stop the Siberian Express! Choo-choo,